Good morning.
Good morning.
What they don't know, this is like the third or fourth attempt to film this intro. GoPro and batteries and cold fingers have not been my friend this morning. Anyways, it's like a perfect fall morning.
It is.
A little bit of crisp in the air. It's supposed to be a nice day.
What are we doing working?
Oh no, we got to get this done one way or another. All right, so here's where we're at and here's where we need to go. Yesterday, I got pretty much everything from here over, let's just call it roughed in.
Roughed in, yeah.
The subgrade looks really good. Man, that topsoil was really aggravating me last night. What topsoil we do have.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of a pile of debris down there by the truck we need to pick up, but for the most part, it is done, ready needs to be. We're gonna, instead of the ruckus rake, we're gonna call it the miracle rake.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna need out of it. I got lazy last night. I did not take them back and show them all your trails you got put in.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take your word for it. They turned out awesome.
They turned out pretty good.
So, all right. So what's that leave us? Where does that leave us for today?
I got one more little trail.
Yeah, you got one trail to finish up down there. I think I'm gonna start in around this clump of trees, work my way that way, and eventually we need to dig a hole, make that disappear, and then we got some rock trucks coming in to freshen up this road, and hopefully we'll get that all done before it rains Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to do something?
Let's do it.
All right, we're gonna switch horses here for a second. Aaron's still got the Hyundai skid steer up here brush cutting, so we put the, what are you doing in here? Yeah. We put the ruckus rake on the 240. I'm gonna go down here and kind of hit this, what we did yesterday, and just kind of see what this rake's gonna do. That way I got a little bit of a better idea of what I need to do with the dozer before I get too far ahead of myself. Hopefully this is dry enough. This rake will kick a lot of that debris out. And we ain't got to hand sort it out by hand, or I ain't got to fish it out there in the dozer, but we'll wait to find out. All right, moment of truth. Let's see what this thing's got. taped off over there. I'll show you guys here in a minute, but it's cleaned up really nice. Well, man, behind the scenes, maybe the Ruckus rake is the miracle rake after all.
Yeah.
I can't believe how good that cleaned up.
Yeah.
That is gonna look that's gonna look sharp, and it's all seeded and straw and looking good.
Yeah.
All right, so we got from there around to the skid steer, from the bucket down to there. You want to jump back and we'll get that little piece down there in front of the house and get it knocked out.
Everything.
And I think we'll be done with Bubba Dump after that, won't we?
Yeah. You take Bubba Dump back.
And all we have left to do is the brush pile over there. So, all right, we do have one request to take down the famous telephone pole that about got us electrocuted.
Yeah.
Anybody who watched the demo video understands where that comment comes from. So, all right, we're gonna hop on the excavator.
Might need to check, make sure it ain't hot yet.
Yeah, I know. I think we're good this time. We tore his house down. The rural electric company argued with us that the power was turned off, and I argued that the power wasn't turned off. And the guy showed up and told him to stick his finger in the box, and he wouldn't do it. It's a good thing his power's still on. All right, we're gonna cut off that guide wire down where it's not gonna hurt anything, and be careful cutting that off. That pole might fall over.
Yeah, might be the whole thing holding it up.
All right, let's do something. This is my pole puller 3000.
Yeah.
Look at all the ladybugs on that thing. You see them?
Huh?
Look over here at all them ladybugs.
Oh, they were all under the ground.
Why does it get harder the farther it gets up? I guess it's because the pole's probably tapers. Come on, baby. Seriously?
Right. They're all yours now.
You want to cut that cable up the top of that, you think? Or do you just want to leave it on there?
Don't matter, we can cut it off here, cut it off down
We'll just
there.
cut it off down there. It ain't gonna hurt anything, I don't think.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna set this one over here by the other one we took out. I better go the other way. We're gonna be into a tree that way. That would not be good. We're gonna go down and get Bubba up and loaded up one last time. About to lay this thing down out here, so I'm still gonna get into that tree. Oh, come on. That'll work. I don't know if I even video taking the trees out right here. This was kind of a late adder. The homeowner wanted to clean this little area up here in front. We hauled the trees out here the other day, but there's just a whole bunch of brush and debris down here. We need to get cleaned up real quick so we can rake it and make it look like everything else. Get this loaded up. This should be the end of old Bubba Dump on this job. bunch of nasty stuff. Touchdown! All right, I got the majority of that raked up. I'm gonna go up and get the ruckus rake. It did such a good job up there on that other stuff. We'll kind of rake all this down into a little pile right here and get her cleaned up, see what she looks like. And hopefully it looks as good as the top side. See if the chauffeur will get me right up the hill. This the free ride service?
It is. Who will give you a free ride today?
That way, sir.
Headed by way.
Got a little bit of a load on this time. Man, she's looking good. You just wouldn't think that big old truck would be that handy on this small job, but surprisingly it is. You guys watched some of my earlier videos, you probably would have heard me argue that fact that it wasn't. Here we are today, we have one. All right, let's go make some more dust. That turned out fairly good over there. Got a few random roots sticking up out of the ground, but it's nothing the lawnmower won't take care of the first mowing next spring. So we're gonna get this little pile of roots loaded up. All this little area done. All right, guys, I believe everything on this side of the house is pretty much ready for seed and straw. Got everything done back here behind the house. Got this hillside done. I swing on around. We did just a little bit of work up there so he can mow that bank easier. And we got this little fire pit area here kind of cleaned up. So we got a guy, a buddy of ours, is going to come in tomorrow. He's actually going to seed and straw all this. So I was trying to get everything on this side of the road done. So we got a good head start on them. The last thing we need to do is get this little triangle field here cleaned up. The biggest mess in that field is obviously our brush pile we've been burning. The plan is to dig a big hole, bury as much of it as we can, and to take what dirt we got left and kind of ease this transition we got going up this other slope over here. Just kind of make this area a little flatter and a little more usable and make all this stuff disappear. So let's dig a hole. I don't know if you can see our fire over there. It actually burned up halfway decent. The pile's just so big because we've been throwing other stuff on the pile as we've been cleaning up. Hopefully we'll get us a decent little hole in here without hitting too much rock. That scoop there didn't sound all that promising. Make a lot of this stuff disappear. Oh yeah. I'm digging a hole, and man, them ladybugs are killer. I'm digging a hole, and Aaron's over there filling it in. I'm far enough ahead of him there, he should be able to kind of get a rough idea of what size hole we need to dig. I'm hoping I don't have to go back in this hill too much farther. All right, Aaron's been pushing a little bit of this brush pile in as we go. I think I'm gonna be pretty close to having the hole big enough. Gotta see where he's at. Trying to keep that dirt out in front of that ash so don't get that hot stuff up underneath the dozer. He's in the heart of the pile right now. If you guys are wondering, it's still pretty warm in there. Lovely stuff, I tell you. One thing is for sure. By the time we're done with this job, we're gonna have to blow out some air filters. There's a dozer in there somewhere, I promise you. See how big a mess we can make trying to help out here. You guys probably can't see anything between the sun and the dirty window. Just about got it. Nasty, I tell you. Nasty, nasty, nasty.
Yeah, I'd call that good right there. Yeah, I took all your long ones down and you took a little bit off these tall ones up here.
Alright guys, you haven't figured it out yet, we have bled over into a different day. Chris went and got a load of rock this morning. We need to spread it up there where Aaron's at now. We're going to add on to that lean-to we talked about. And then Chris is actually coming up here to seed and straw. We pulled up the road this morning and this looked so damn good, except for them few scraggly roots sticking out there. So we took the Boma Line brush cutter and a little Hyundai. I'll tell you what, that little Hyundai does amazingly well on that brush cutter. It's crazy. So we're gonna go back up here on the top side. This is pretty much called good for a second time. I don't know, it looks so good, we just keep wanting to make it look better, but it's always good for a second time. Chris will be here in a little bit to, he's gonna go run and get another load of rock for us. And then, we're gonna get another load of rock for us and then come back and do all the seed and straw. And so we need to get this other side finished up so we can get out of here. Aaron's gonna touch up over there just a little bit. Man, it looks good. All right, little girl, let's wake up and go back at it. Chris just showed up. He's hopping in the truck, taking off after another load of rock. We're gonna get this side done. Well, it's kind of hard for you guys to see because the windows are dirty, but I'm going around. We took out all these small, excuse me, small random trees. Trying to gouge all these roots out of the ground, so when we go to finish this off, they're not all sticking up. We do have a little bit sticking up. We can always come back to the brush cutter and cut them off. But I'm just gonna kind of work this dirt around with the dozer. Come back and hit it with the brushless rake. Hopefully it'll kick those roots out of there. Cleaned up, ready to go. I think it's gonna work. If not, I always think it should have. Aaron's down there getting that little bit of rock down on that pad. From what I can see from here, it looks pretty good. We're gonna leave him alone. I think I mentioned Chris went after another load of rock. He's gonna come back and start seeding and strawing. I got around these trees, that little back area, all the stump holes cleaned up. I think I'm gonna hop back in the 240, get that all cleaned up and get it in our hole. Basically at that point, the only thing we'll have left to do is deal with what's left of that old brush pile, which I'm gonna put on top of this, shove all of our dirt back in. We'll have this little area to do. So I'll set you guys up, let you time lapse a little bit while we're power raking. Today is Thursday. Yeah, today is Thursday. They're calling for some rain tomorrow about noon, and we need it. I don't know if you guys can tell, we're dry. We need the rain. But I want to get this all done and seeded and strawed before it rains. So hopefully they got a chance to get a stand of grass yet this year. We're getting towards the end of October when we're filming this. So, yeah, we're about towards the end of the growing season here. All right, our second load of rock has showed up. Gonna get Chris dumped out here. I had to call our quits down there, end up with a flat tire on the rake we got fixed. up this loop. Perfect. All right, get our tire back on, go back to work. All right, tires on, full air. We're back in business. Oh boys, we're getting close now. That turned out really nice down there. Aaron's gonna put the brush hog attachment back on and cut those last few roots off. That seems to work really well. We're gonna hop on the Hyundai real quick, go down here, and this is the last area we need to clean up. That is just a pile of stuff that's been pushed off down there for years. I'm gonna sort through that, see if I can save enough good topsoil. We can cover this back up when we're done and then bury what's left of that mess. So let's go. All right,
Crusaders here doing the seeding and strawing for Mr. DP. And
so now that you let everybody know who you are, we're gonna go around and inspect your job after you're done.
Man behind the scenes there. Hey, my job's always quality.
we got some truck driving videos that are all right, we're gonna let those boys seed and straw. We're gonna go try to salvage some topsoil or something. All right, I don't know how well I explain this. Let me do it again real quick. This pile of stuff here is from years and years and years of cleaning off this pasture. They just kind of kept pushing everything down here in the corner. And we're as guilty as some of it. When we tore down that old house, we actually pushed some stuff down here as well. Some of it is decomposed enough. I think it's going to make some decent topsoil. I need to save a little bit of topsoil. We're going to try to sort a little bit out. Throw it over here. The rest of it we're going to push up there and just bury. I was hoping that dirt we dug out of that hole was going to be a little better dirt than what it was, but that proved to not be the case. So anyways, it's going to take a little bit of sorting. Get some good clean dirt. Hopefully we can get something that we can use to cover this whole mess back up. All right, plan A did not work out quite as well as what I thought. As you guys can tell, there is just way too much debris in there. There's actually 2 layers of stuff. So here's plan B. I got plan B. So I scraped the first layer off, which is the layer that we put in there when we tore down the house years ago. And we're gonna take that, shove it up in that valley so we can cover it up. I think there's some decent dirt in layer 2 right here. That's plan B. If plan B falls through, then we're just gonna have to go up here and see if we can scrounge up some topsoil off this hillside. That'll be plan C. So I gotta pull it back far enough. Let's get on the switch the excavator out for the dozer. And yeah, we're so close. We'll get this thing done. Disappear. Bad news is I'm not seeing a whole lot of good dirt. We'll figure it out. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. All right. Get this last little bit pushed in there, then we'll shove the hose down. Man, look at that. Everything's in there. Fits like a glove. We got lucky. We nailed the size of that hole for sure. So I'm gonna take all this material, push back over top of that, get a good couple feet of fill in, and I beat that down with the traco. I've tracked it in with the dozer, trying to minimize as much settling as possible. It still might settle a little bit, but we did what we could to prevent it from being worse than what it needs to be. So let's get this shoved on top of that, and then we'll see if we can scrounge up enough topsoil in the surrounding areas to get it covered so we can grow some grass on it. Would be to what dirt we got left we'll take some of the steepness out of that hill there, kind of recontour this a little bit. I think we're going to be able to scrounge this out and make it work. I don't know if you guys remember, there's a really deep valley right there, so we're going to be able to ease that transition coming down and across. I got a little pocket of topsoil here, I got a little bit of topsoil here, I'd say, and I got a knot there, I got a knot where Aaron's at over there, and we got this little bit right here. So let's see if we can find enough to make her happen. That laid in there exceptionally nice, and I got pretty good cover of topsoil and everything, which I was worried about. So let's get the old ruckus rake out, or the miracle rake, or whatever we're gonna call it, get that smoothed up one good time, and then we're gonna have it turned over to those guys seed and straw. We're gonna do this one the easy way. Oh man, behind the scenes, that turned out exceptionally well.
Yes, yes, it did.
Chris and his crew have got about, what, half the straw blowed?
Yeah.
It's looking pretty good what they got done so far. You got the driveway rolled down there. We're waiting on 2 loads of rock to show up. Hopefully our straw guy's our rock guy.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to wait on him, but I'll tell you what, let's let them guys get finished up, and I'll bet you this is one awesome aerial shot.
Oh, I guarantee
Let's check it out.